Welcome to the recap, What United Methodists Need to Know. I'm Chuck Long.
And I'm Lila Marigza. Our first story of 2024 takes us to Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport in Atlanta.
The airport is home to a new art exhibit titled, This Land Calls Us Home, Indigenous Relationships with Southeastern Homelands. The 60-item collection spotlights 26 Native American artists.
The Reverend Siobhan Cornell, Executive Director of the Native American Comprehensive Plan of the UMC, led the 5-year effort to bring the exhibit into reality. He said, "We have developed an art exhibit that gives contemporary examples of Native American culture."
The artwork includes Influence of Ancestors by Tony A. Tiger, baskets by fourth-generation basket maker Vivian Garner Cottrell, and Warhol Sequoia by Jeff Edwards, who has 3 pieces in the exhibit.
Cornell led a stomp dance demonstration at the opening of the art exhibit, which is highlighted in this video introduction.
Istongo, welcome to This Land Calls Us Home, an artistic, multi-dimensional exhibition highlighting the contemporary expressions of indigenous peoples and our relationship with our ancestral domains and homelands. Representing primarily Muskogee and Cherokee indigenous communities, This Land Calls Us Home tells a story of the eternal connection that modern Native American people have with their respective homelands.
The art exhibit is free for airport travelers and is sponsored by the United Methodist Board of Global Ministries. It will be in place until November of this year.
Now we travel to Zimbabwe, where healing conventions brought together United Methodists for the first time after a 4-year hiatus caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. People were eager to enjoy fellowship and to pray and worship together.
Bishop Eben Niwatiwa said people were not sure they would ever congregate again, but God said it was a thing in passing, and now we are back to worship.
More than 13,000 people attended the event in Zimbabwe East Conference, and more than 10,000 people attended the convention in the Zimbabwe West Conference. Many experienced both spiritual and holistic healing.
Music was an important part of the gatherings. Take a listen to this 8-year-old drummer leading worship.
He is amazing.
Oh yeah.
The events were such a success that similar conventions will take place later this year.
In a world filled with uncertainty, United Methodists found creative ways to live out their faith and serve their communities in 2023. News photographers documented a year in the life of United Methodism worldwide.
Young people are finding a spiritual home at United Methodist churches in Kyrgyzstan.
More than 40 children were baptized during the founding service of the United Methodist Church of Madagascar.
A primarily Samoan congregation was chartered in Alaska.
The Kweswa Mission in Angola is fulfilling the physical and spiritual needs of people in nearby villages.
Hebron UMC in Nepal hosted an ecumenical seminar on women and leadership.
The Kambini Mission in Mozambique is home to an orphanage and a seminary.
The National Association of Korean American United Methodists gathered in Illinois for worship and reflection.
The 150th anniversary of the founding of the Methodist Church of Mexico was celebrated in Mexico City.
And United Methodist clergy and lay people advocated for gun reform legislation at the Tennessee State Capitol. What a year it was.
Now it's time to check in with you. The BeUMC hashtag allows you to share your church's story with the world.
United Methodists were active in their communities as they celebrated the Christmas season. St. John's UMC in Texas prepared 350 gift bags for a local school and made blankets for residents in a nearby nursing home.
A group of 25 carolers from Redford Aldersgate UMC in Michigan visited homebound church members.
Clinton Avenue UMC in New York hosted a Christmas takeout feast and toy distribution on Christmas Day, which featured live music and a visit from Santa.
Christmas institutes held all across the Philippines drew thousands of young people. Students attend the annual gatherings to worship and fellowship and to learn and grow in faith.
Where do you see God working in your life and community? Share your story.
Simply add the hashtag BeUMC when you post on social media. Your story might even be featured on a future episode of The Recap. Learn more and be inspired at umc.org/BeUMC.
Thanks for joining us for the recap. Stay in the know every day on umc.org.